When you think of mining, you think of things like coal, jasper, and recently obsidian, and there's some other new methods that you would make a lot of money with. But lately, there's been a very unusual way of making money that people have discovered, and that happens to do with one NPC. His name is Vincent. Now, Vincent comes around every now and then, and he has a chance to pick 3 dyes. And what a dye is it's a cosmetic item that lets you dye your armor. That is very self-explanatory, and I don't know why I said that. But anyway, he comes around every so often. I don't know the exact time because I make shitty content. Vincent has a chance to give a dye a 3x drop, a 2x drop, or another 2x drop. And that is very good for one particular reason. You know, you could use it for any method. Like if you're a fisher, you want to get like an ocean dye or something like that. But for miners, yes, miners, he has come around to give us one dye that affects one mining item, emeralds. Now, emeralds at the base are very shit. They make probably 20 to 30 mil an hour, depending on your ping and whatever, you know, it's not very good. But with this 3x emerald dye that has come around and been blessed by Vincent, we can make a decent amount of money, and that's what we're going to be talking about. If you ever want to know where Vincent is, basically you just have to go over onto this way and you come over to this house. And basically, Vincent right here, my ginger brother, shows you some awesome cool things. I don't think I've ever actually talked to him before. So when you come talk to Vincent, he will have 3 dyes that show up. 2 of these are kind of unimportant. So we got Byzantium dye, which we don't really care about. And then we got fossil dye, which we also don't really care about. But the one in the middle is the emerald dye, which is a 1 in 1.7 million drop from mining emeralds. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. However, let's see how much this is actually worth in coins. There is one on the AH for 433 million coins. That is actually insane. Anybody can mine emeralds. And I'm going to be showing you a route that you can use, and I guess we'll just go over to that. Okay, 2 of my guildmates, Sam and Frostbitten Die, have decided to give me some waypoints that you guys are going to be able to use. I'm going to link them in the description and credit them in the description, and you can use these waypoints. Sam has sent some gameplay over, and then we'll go over the setup of what you're going to need to do. So basically, here's the gameplay. It's pretty simple. It's similar to diamond mining in the way that you're going to ether warp up, and you're probably going to use Maniac Miner, I'm going to assume. I will give you the tree and the gear here in a second. All right, so the gear is pretty simple. All you're gonna need is most likely I'm gonna flex on you guys, and I'm gonna say you're gonna want 2 drills, one that is gonna be your main drill, and then one that's gonna be your blue cheese drill. You're gonna want to use full glossy for the block spread, and you're gonna need an ether warp, obviously, and that's pretty much it for all the gear. And then for the pets, you're gonna want a Scatha. Your pet rules are gonna be you throw a fishing hook, equip the bow, and you gain mining XP. You're gonna equip the Scatha. Obviously not with the exception, it's just I use this for my main money making method. Now the tree is pretty simple. Apparently if you are really locked in, you can use Maniac Miner, but you're going to use sheer force, and we'll go through the tree real quick. The only perks that are going to matter is mining speed, mining fortune, efficient miner, sky mall, or fortune, fortunate mine man, speedy mine man, and whichever ability you want to use. So Maniac Miner or sheer force doesn't really matter. Maniac can be better because you're going to be breaking more emeralds than you are replacing them. So using sheer force, you're just going to break so many blocks that you're not going to have any left. So if you use Maniac, you'll be able to break all of the blocks and you'll get some extra fortune. But honestly, I'm pretty sure you should be using sheer force. I'm not a professional emerald miner, so don't go at me so hard. You can test it yourself. I'm not going to test it because I don't want to mine emeralds, but it's definitely something you could do. Another quick thing is you could get the shell-wise attribute, and basically what this is going to do is at max, it will grant you 0 knockback, and the reason why I say this is getting hit by the glacial walkers, and that's a pain in the ass, so I recommend you don't do this. So it can get annoying, so having the shell-wise is just helpful to have, just in case you're mining emerald. This is still probably not going to make you a lot of money, but if you end up dropping an emerald dye, I think it could be pretty funny. You have like 2 or 3 days left to drop one, and I recommend you try it out. It could be fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.